This is the worst reviewed Ferrari of all time, the Mondial. Critics from around the world have ragged on this car's performance, styling, everything in between. But it's still a Ferrari, right? How bad could it be? Today, we're gonna find out by testing the critics' biggest complaints. You ready, Deal?
I am, dude. Let's get a tub of Crisco and slide on into this thing.
Ooh.
That's what the Crisco's for.
I love that shifter.
That gated shifter is so sick.
The Ferrari in question is the Mondial. Launching in 1980, it was Ferrari's answer to daily driver sports cars like the Porsche 911. For it to be successful, the Mondial needed to be comfortable, reliable, and, most dubiously, livable. But it also needed to go like and look like a Ferrari. And that sounds great, but this led to some questionable decision-making.
The first of those questionable decisions was the styling. Like its predecessor, the Dino 308 GT4, the Mondial is a mid-engine sports car with rear seats. This was Ferrari giving it some practicality and have yourself a sports car. But as a result, they had to kind of stretch it out, make it look kind of weird. When you see it next to its sister car, the 308, this thing looks really awkward.
It doesn't really look like a Ferrari. It's a shame because the 308 is like a very cool car. The Testarossa came out in the 80s as well. That's a very cool car. And they have lots of design similarity.
When Car and Driver reviewed the Mondial in 1981, they called it an unattractive lump.
During this period of Ferraris, they used lots of these louvers on different cars. The 308 has something that's just like this. This doesn't do anything.
That is strange.
From here to here is purely aesthetic, and it's not a good aesthetic.
You don't like the storm drain up front? I kind of do, honestly. It's very 80s. And I also like the side intakes, even if they look kind of strange. And I like the wheels a lot.
I like the side louvers.
Intakes?
Intakes, sure. I love the pop-up headlights.
Oh yeah.
And I also like these handles right here. This is a very classy, beautiful handle that's on the side of this car.
Nice.
Imagine how cool that is.
Yeah.
All that said, it's still a Ferrari. So we took it to Rodeo Drive to see if we could fit in.
One thing I would say about the exterior styling though, placement of putting my arm out the window, the window hits me
A little high.
in the wrong spot in my arm.
That's for guys who can't afford Ferraris.
You're saying I've got a poor mindset. Dude, look, he's taking pictures.
Yeah, all right.
But we don't charge. So far, I feel like we really fit in.
Oh, dude, look at that.
Wow, it's an SF90.
That is sick, dude. That gets respect.
That's a poor man's Ferrari, by the way.
I think the car does look good. At first, when we started researching this car, I thought it looked pretty awkward, but it looks good, dude. I like it. It's still designed by Pininfarina.
It looks cool for an old Ferrari, but if you take this in relativity to everything else that was being made, everything else looked so much cooler.
In your opinion, styling, is it bellissimo or melissimo?
I think the critics are kind of right. I think this is melissimo.
I like how it looks, but it is awkward. Melissimo.
I hate to say it. I do love a Ferrari. All right, people are looking at us and they definitely want us out of here.
They
because
can tell
know.
we're in the wrong tax bracket.
Yeah, we're faking it,
Yeah.
so we gotta go.
Experience luxury. Experience beauty. Experience the Mother's Car Spa and Bathhouse. The therapeutic getaway for your hard-working whip. Imagine a team of qualified experts working on your car day and night, giving it the full VIV experience. Pick from a range of treatment options, such as the interior facelift to keep your car looking young. Mother's VLR, vinyl leather rubber care, easily removes stubborn dirt and soil and conditions your leather and rubber, leaving it supple and protecting it from cracking. Then apply a cleansing spritz of Total Interior Detailer to screens, the dash, and glass to remove oily fingerprint buildup.
I brought my lowrider here last spring. Now she looks young again, like the car I fell in love with in college.
You care for your face, so why not your car's face? The leather and the rubber. Treat your vehicle right and give it that mother's love. Mother's Polish, it's a spa for your car. Click the link below to learn more.
Wouldn't the face be like the headlights and stuff?
The interior face.
Like the soul?
Hey buddy, if I wanted a philosophy lesson, I would have called the philosophy guy.
You mean a philosopher?
Come here.
Oh, not this guy.
Hey, come here.
Let's move on to the interior. Critics had a lot to say about this too, particularly when it came to Ferrari's attempt at making the Mondial more livable and comfortable than other Ferraris of the time. A writer for Haggerty UK said the Mondial might have been conceived as an easier to live with Ferrari. In that case, I can't imagine what they were like before. It's not a soft boulevardier, it's not a fingertip on its tippy toes car. Every input requires thought, heft, and determination.
Do you ever drive in your dreams and you're like, wait a minute, something isn't right. It's very unfamiliar. Why can't I drive? This is how that feels.
Yeah, that's actually a very good way of putting it, yes. This feels like the upside down. The headroom on this is pretty good. Like,
Yeah, it is.
my head isn't hitting the ceiling.
I feel like I could wear a helmet in here. That's
yeah,
good.
I love how the whole steering column shakes over Bob's. Like,
Yeah, that's a little disconcerting.
yeah, it's Ferrari made, baby.
It's weird. Sometimes this thing's comfortable, cruising along, but then you get into a rough section of road, it's very stiff.
Yeah, it's very odd. Certain parts of this really bring you into the like, this is a damn Ferrari, you know? And then other parts just totally take you out of it.
A lot of critics also complained about the driving position. That same Haggerty reviewed complained the steering column angles towards the center of the car slightly, so you're sitting with a slight torque on your spine. And James May had this to say.
Who did they have in mind when they designed their seating position? I mean, I have reasonably long legs, but not exceptionally so. If I put the seat in the right position, the steering wheel is pretty much sawing my testicles off.
Ergonomics in this thing are terrible. All three pedals are like off at least a foot and a half to where you'd expect them to be. Because the wheel well's right here, right next to your left foot.
The brake is in the right place for the gas.
Yeah.
I don't know if my feet will fit. Because I'm sitting crooked, my knee is into the steering wheel.
Yes.
My spine is at a really odd angle.
You don't look comfortable at all, dude.
Oh, really? I thought I looked exactly the opposite. The feel is dictated a lot by how I'm sitting in the car.
Your seating position actually reminds me of someone in like a speedboat or something.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable, to say the least.
But the thing people bitch about most when it comes to the Mondial's interior is the rear seating.
The seats look useless. We're gonna have to get you back there at some
That's
point.
almost as small as a Tacoma's rear seat.
It's yeah, and that's saying something. That's pretty bad.
This Ferrari was supposed to be practical, but the rear seats are so small, they're pretty much unusable. But when you've been loaned a 4-seater Ferrari, you can't just take someone's word for it. You have to test it out with the boys.
Now, we thought we would take the boys on a frosty run. That's the thing that you do in your Ferrari in the 1980s, right? Like, you get the boys together, you get everybody in the seats, transversale style.
Ever, John, let's get going.
Yeah, Ferrari.
Is this your first time in a Ferrari?
You're good, you're good. Go ahead, bro.
Oh my
All right.
God.
It's all right, it's all right.
Are we
Is that
looking at
better?
Yeah, that's
toboggan?
pretty close.
Please watch my knee. Okay, thank you.
How you feeling, Emmer?
Pretty good. My neck is like this.
Oh God. It has to be like that?
It has to be like that.
Turn it straight.
This is more comfortable because look, if I do this, I'm losing inches here, man.
All right, heading out, boys. Like, how bad is it back there?
We're like the four corners in here, dude.
Hey, good morning. Just a couple guys in a Ferrari here. Hey, we're looking for 4 Frosties and 1 Fuego meal, if you don't mind.
You are insufferable.
Oh God. I think you're gonna have to back up for that.
Coming back.
So low.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Give me a second.
4 dudes, 1 Ferrari, 1 Fuego meal.
Thank you so much. You have a great day as well.
Hold on to your Frosties. Oh.
Oh yeah, she's chirping along.
All right, deal. When it comes to the interior and ergonomics of the Ferrari Mondial, bellissimo or lissimo?
I would say overall, taking everything into account, bellissimo.
Bellissimo.
When it comes to performance, the Mondial is all over the place. When it first came out in 1980, it was slow. The 2.9-liter V8 pulled straight from its Dino sibling made only 211 horsepower, and 0 to 60 came in an abysmal 9 seconds. It received a lot of criticism, but to Ferrari's credit, they listened. In 1982, the same year our car was made, Ferrari introduced the Quattro Volare, named for the new cylinder head that featured 4 valves per cylinder and boosted output to an astonishing 240 horsepower.
Woo-hoo-hoo! All right, Nolan.
It's very confidence-inducing, this car.
Pretty nice, right?
The power doesn't really kick in until 5,000 RPM, so you really got to ring it out. There's a trim called the T that has 300 horsepower, which probably sounds like the perfect amount for this car.
Yeah, 300 would be good. The 240 seems underwhelming even for this day and age. Obviously, in the 80s, we didn't have cars that were making reliable 1,000 horsepower or 700 or anything like that.
300 would be like, okay, that's respectable. 400 would be like almost outlandish at that day and age. The Mondial does 0 to 60 in 6.8 seconds, which is remarkably similar to a 2024 Kia Telluride. Oh, look at that, a 2024 Kia Telluride.
Hey, was that the worst Ferrari ever made, as cited by most reputable automotive outlets?
How convenient.
Yeah!
Oh, he's really getting my ass this time.
Oh my God! I crushed it. Not even close.
He got it. Took a big bite out of my ass.
That's embarrassing for that guy.
But that's only part of the Mondial's performance. What about handling?
This does really feel like where this car was meant for, though, was to be in these hills, cruising up and down here, you know? I actually think the longer wheelbase helps it feel better.
It does.
Feels like the back end is really planted with this. Yeah.
Which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting a little twitch here. I like this car a lot. It's fun to drive. It feels nice.
It's not as bad as the critics say it is. It's just funky. Like,
it's funky. It's a funky car. That's a great way to put it.
All right, Nolan. Well, Malissimo or Bellissimo on performance?
I think the performance is bellissimo.
I would hard agree with you.
I'm into this car, man.
Yeah. From this perspective, driving up here, it's pretty damn fun.
So I also want to point out this isn't the best Mondial. The car got a final evolution in 1988 with the Mondial T, which is widely considered to be the best version of the car. It had a 300 horsepower 3.4 liter V8 and did 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. The T stands for transversale, meaning it has a longitudinal engine and a transverse transmission. It was also the most expensive Mondial to work on, which brings us to our final criticism: the price. This is Antonio. He knows everything there is to know about Ferraris. He drove these things at Daytona, and he worked on a ton of different race teams. If there's anyone who could tell us how much it costs to own one of these, it's him.
What would I expect to pay in a year of ownership?
So the more you drive, the more the car is good for the car. Because the problem is that when the car is sitting, that's where all the things happen.
In 2025, would you daily drive one of these things?
Yeah, I'll do.
You would?
Yeah, because it's a comfort car to drive, yeah.
Is a Mondial much less expensive to repair than a 308?
I will say yes, because there is a little bit more room around.
Okay, so it comes again down to labor. Not the parts are very similar between the
They
cars.
are
Yes?
exactly the same.
At the time that we're making this, Mondials are some of the cheapest Ferraris you can buy. Good examples range from only $30,000 to $50,000 depending on the year. And because of this, a lot of people are giving the Mondial a second look.
It might be a bit of a bargain initially. You know, you can find these cars for as low as $30,000. We found listings for them, but just keep in mind those annual costs, unpredictable repairs you're gonna have to make.
Yeah. So the question kind of is buying a Mondial a sound investment? And I would argue that buying any Ferrari is not a sound investment.
No, it is an investment, believe me. It doesn't matter what you buy. As long as a Ferrari, you're safe. You know, it's like put a man in the bank, you know. It's still a Ferrari. So just buy it if you really feel like that can be your car. But you need to put in your mind that, they're fragile. They're a little bit Italians, okay?
Yeah.
We don't like to get stressed, okay?
Yeah. I feel
That's the way that we are.
In 1982, the Mondial would have set you back $70,000, the equivalent of $230,000 in today's money.
The 911 did everything the Mondial did, but better. It was a sports car you could use every single day. And if you cross-shop these two cars in the early 80s and bought the Porsche, you got the last laugh. 930 911s go for well over 100 grand today. Even standard 930s can go for 130 grand plus.
So, deal. Do you think the purchase price plus the cost of ownership on this car is bellissimo or meh-lissimo?
Based on what Antonio has told us about some of the servicing, like taking out the timing belt, I probably would tend towards an answer of bellissimo.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's been very romantic to drive this thing around, but like all the work that really goes into making one of these things drivable. It's also a lot of downtime too, it sounds like.
Yeah, you're missing your car for a while.
So deal, Ferrari Mondial, bellissimo or mellissimo?
I think I speak for both of us when I say bellissimo.
Mellissimo, I agree. I think both you and I had moments when we really wanted to like this car.
Yeah.
Maybe even thought about, dude, this might be the move.
Yeah.
But I think if you're buying this just to have a Ferrari for $30,000, $40,000, you're gonna find out real fast.
Yeah,
you know?
I would agree with you. I think overall my opinion of it shifted throughout the video, but I still don't think I would put myself into this and own this thing.
I really want to drive a 308.
Me too.
Yeah.
Let's do the next video on that.
Okay. Huge thank you to Beverly Hills Car Club for letting us borrow their Mondial and letting us shoot in their beautiful facility here. They have a huge inventory. If you're in the market for a vintage sports car, they got something for you, I promise. And huge thank you to David for getting this car ready for us and just making it look extra nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, can't say enough.
Thanks to F&M Motorsports, Patrick and Antonio that were over there for sharing their wealth of knowledge on this car with us. That was very insightful and helpful for this. So, Nolan, you do the rest.
All right. See ya.